You're watching the Baddies West After Show Season 3, Episode 9. Can you guys believe we're already on Episode 9? Wow, so much happened. You better believe we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here or you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right below this video. Also support the channel by clicking the thumbs up button and liking the video. Last but not least, join the conversation because I want to hear what you guys had to say about this episode. There's a lot going on. You know how we do. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. If you've got anything that you want to contribute to the conversation, any rebuttal, anything that you may know about the episode that I did not bring up, please feel free to comment below. Let us all know what you think. Now, last week, we know the episode ended with Tommie storming out of the room because they were having that whole conversation regarding who gets paid more when it comes to performers versus hosts. Natalie brought in $20,000 in cash, and she said, look, we got to figure out who's going to make more, which I did think was weird. Why are we figuring out now the statistics of it all? Why are we just now figuring out who's going to make what and this person's going to make more? Like, all this stuff should have been contractually done before y'all even hit the road, right? Y'all should have known before you hit the road who was going to perform first, second, third, and last. Y'all should have known who was going to make X, Y, and Z. Why are y'all, like, this just further goes on to prove the hot mess that Zeus is. Like, I get y'all are a newer app, a newer streaming platform, a newer network, but come on now. This is simple shit that us, the public, us, the regular folks at home watching know, right? The flyer, let's talk about it. The flyer advertised Baddies. Baddies West. The Baddies are coming to a city near you. Razor, Stunna Girl, Krishan, Biggie, Natalie Nunn, Low London, Cat. Advertising all these baddies. Advertising these bad girls. Advertising girls from Love and Hip Hop or a girl from Love and Hip Hop. Nowhere does it say performances by Krishan, performances by Rolly, performances by Stunna Girl. It doesn't say that. So we know that fans are not coming out and paying their money for performances, right? Had the flyer said performances by, I could see maybe giving the performers a different cut than you would the hosts and the bad girls. But fans, look, fans, they want to come out and see their faves. They want to take pictures, be cute, get drunk with their favorite bad girl, and go home. Nobody's there for a performance. Let's just be real about it. Now, everybody's arguing. Tommie's yelling at Kat. Kat's yelling at Tommie. I really respect Low London and Kat the most because they were the two that stood their ground and said, yo, look, we don't think it's fair that y'all are making more. The rest of you girls, we're going to get into y'all in a minute, but if the rest of you girls tucked your pussy between your legs and wanted to lick Tommie's ass and lick the rest of them's ass and be like, oh, well, it's okay. I guess I'll take less money because since you're performing, like, girl, bye. Now, Kat made a great point. Kat made lots of great points throughout this episode. We're going to talk about them, but the first great point that Kat made was, she said, normally when I go to a club, they're booking me based off of a fee. I get a certain fee for being Kat. Natalie Nunn gets a certain fee for being Natalie Nunn. Krishan gets a certain fee for being Krishan. You know, Natalie might get paid more than what a Kat does because Natalie's been on TV a lot more, right? So some of these girls really are taking less when you think about it. If y'all want to talk about performers should get paid more, then Natalie should get paid more. Tommie should get paid more. Kat and Low London should get paid more. These girls that have been on TV before should get paid more then. You know? Because let's face it, fans aren't coming out to see Razor. Fans aren't coming out to see who's the other new one? Maybe not Stunna Girl as much because they've seen Low, they've seen Krishan, they've seen Rolly, they've seen Scotty on TV already. So should they get paid more? Y'all want to break it down? Do we want to go there? Do we want to get into the semantics of it all? Let's talk about it, right? What do y'all think in the comments? Let me know. Now, when Natalie asked all the girls, she asked every one of the girls, Raise your hand if you think performers should get paid more. Now, Biggie's following ass raises her hand only because she's raising her hand because she thinks that's what Tommie wants her to do. She wants Tommie to like her so bad that she raises her hand. Biggie, you're not even a performer. Why are you raising your hand? That's money come out of your pocket, mama. That's your bag you fucking up. You're raising your hand at the expense of Tommie liking you? I thought you was about your money. I thought you was about your money, Biggie. We need to change her name from Biggie to Dummy. Okay? Razor's another one. She also thinks that the performers should get more. Some of these girls are not wanting to speak their mind. Like DJ Sky. When they asked DJ Sky, she danced around her answer. And like, no. If they would have asked me straight up, no, performers should not make more. We're all baddies. We're all on the flyer equally for the same thing. We should all get paid split equally. So hell no, they shouldn't make more. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it said performances by Krishan, Rolly, so-and-so, by all means, they should make more. Because people are paying to come see a performance. But it doesn't say that, y'all. It doesn't say that. Like, how can we argue that? How can we argue that? Natalie ends up saying that performers are going to make $2,500, and each of the girls that are hosting that aren't performers are going to bring home $1,200 each. Had they had split it equally, each girl would have brought home $1,800 each. So performers are going to make more. They're going to make $2,500. The regular girls who are not performing are going to make $1,200, which is a huge difference, when they could have split it equally and everybody would have made $1,800. That to me made more sense. Every girl making $1,800. That means every girl would have got about $2,000 a pop, damn near. But instead, performers are going to make literally damn near double to perform one song now. It's not like Rolly and all of them have a set list. They're performing one song to a backtrack. Like, let's be real. I would be pissed the fuck off, right? I'd be pissed because let's face it, a lot of these girls make way more than that. Had Low London or Kat, for example, hosted this club by themselves, they would have made triple that. $5,000 probably by themselves. $3,000, $5,000, something like that is a normal booking fee for them. You know, Kat thought it was bullshit. I did too. It's not like Blueface was on the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Had it been someone like Blueface that was with them, that was on the flyer performing, okay, he deserves more money. Yes, he's more known. You know, his songs have been on the radio. That, you know, and I get Blueface is not a little baby or not a Chris Brown, but y'all know what I'm saying. He's a performer. He's an actual performer. So that would make more sense to pay him more. Rolly, come on. Anybody can go on their iPhone, perform a track to a beat, and say they have a song, and then upload it to Apple Music and Spotify, and then they've got a song. Shit, had I been Kat, Low London, Razor, one of them, I would have said, hold up, y'all, hold up real quick. Give me a few hours. I'll have a song recorded and memorized. By the time we go to the club, cut me my $2,500. I mean, y'all know what I'm saying? Now, granted, $1,200 is a lot to go out to the club, especially for me and you at home. $1,200, somebody told y'all they would pay you to go to the club and party. Would you not do it? Right? Shit, I'd do it for $500. Give me $250. Hell, pay for my drinks and I'll go to the club for free and party for you. However, these girls are reality stars. They do live a more expensive lifestyle. You know, hair, nails, glam team, flying, hotels, all this bullshit. You know, it is what it is. Oh, Natalie isn't a performer, but I guarantee you, Natalie negotiated more than $1,200. I bet you can't tell me homegirl didn't do something behind all their backs, and she made more than $1,200 for that appearance. You can't tell me no different. Natalie worked it behind the scenes to make sure she got more than the rest of them. Period. I don't care what nobody said. They all performers made $2,500. The regular girls made $1,200. Natalie made $3. Mark my words. I was shocked that Low London said her nails cost $500. Where my ladies at? Ladies, come close for a minute. Come close to me for a minute. We got to talk about this. And gentlemen, some of you gentlemen might get your nails done too. Do y'all really be paying $500 for a set of nails? Them goddamn nails better have Swarovski crystals on them, bitch. Them nails better been shipped in from France. Them nails better have the Louis Vuitton red under and the look. Like, what? $500 for some nails? Bitch, that's my... No, let's say that's my car payment. My car payment's more than that. But still, $500 for some nails. I could take my whole family out to eat, then for dessert, and then we could go shopping on that. $500 for some... Speak to me, ladies and gentlemen. What do y'all pay for y'all's nails? Because look, when I went, I used to get acrylic put on my nails so I wouldn't bite my fingers. And I just wanted natural looking nails, so I would go get them done. And when they told me $60, I was like, God damn, for some plastic on my fingertips. To each their own. I'm not judging if you pay $5,000 for your nails. Just help me understand, right? And do y'all be doing that? Or was low flexing? Was low flexing and telling a little bit of a tale? I'm not saying she is. I'm just wondering. That's why I'm asking y'all. Now, she did say she paid $1,200 for her hair. And I believe that. Look, I know a girl who makes wigs. And she be charging, and they be paying $1,500, $1,200 for wigs. So I believe it. It's your money. It's your money. Now, the girls go to Club Monarch in Phoenix. They go to this club. Tommie's crowd surfing. The beginning of Tommie's antics already. She's crowd surfing. Now, it looked fun. I ain't knocking her for it. We see Krishan pull up. You know, she's not been around with the girls in a few episodes, so she finally pulls up. She said she's been chasing after Blueface. What else is new? And then we start seeing the girls perform. And while Rolly is performing, Tommie slaps the shit out of a fan on stage. So let me back it up a little bit. They brought 2 fans on stage to have a twerk contest. Now, one of those fans, I guess, got a little too touchy with Tommie because Tommie claims that the fan grabbed her foot. So she just backhands the girl, just like she did Natalie a few weeks ago. If y'all remember that video I did of the baddies over in London, Tommie slapped the shit out of Natalie out of nowhere. And the video is on my channel. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It's like 4 or 5 videos ago. But this time they're in Arizona. They're at Club Monarch. They're on the stage. The fan, I didn't see the footage of the fan grabbing her. What I saw, what it looked like, was the fan being drunk, trying to get a picture and like falling all over them. And then out of nowhere, Tommie slapped her. And I'm just like, damn. Tommie, look, Tommie is so hood, yo. Tommie will slap the fuck out of anybody at any time. She does not give a fuck. She does not give a fuck. No matter the time or the place, you name it. And you piss her off or rub her the wrong way, she gonna knock you upside the head. Now, I don't always agree with it. I don't. But if she says someone touched her, and they did, keep your hands to yourself. If I'm in the club and I'm drunk and I'm vibing and I'm having fun and I got my blunt in my finger and I feel somebody grab me, my first reaction might be whop too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a public figure. You never know what these motherfuckers is gonna do. Natalie tells DJ Sky to drop the motherfucking music, right? Drop that bad girl shit. And all of a sudden, we don't hear anything. The club is quiet for a few minutes. And DJ Sky's back there like, shit, hold on, y'all. Drops mine. Wait, DJ Sky is over there like, she don't know what's going on. And apparently, the whole system malfunctioned. So DJ Sky is up there with no backup plan. The music just stops. She don't know what's going on. I'm like, can somebody connect the iPod? Can y'all Bluetooth the iPhone or something? get the music cranked back up. Like, you know, Natalie's sitting up here like, let's get the music going. You know, the girls are trying to perform. And I get it. Things happen. Things happen, right? But we later learn that DJ Sky, when she came to the venue, that she didn't bring her backup equipment. She was using the venue's equipment the whole time. And come to find out, the venue had trash equipment. And DJ Sky had told Natalie earlier, when they left, Natalie said, are you going to bring your equipment? And she said, no, I'm going to use theirs. Now, come on, DJ Sky. Come on. Like, is this your first time DJing? Because it looked like it. Her back there behind it looked like her first time DJing. She looked scared, bless her heart. And to be honest, I think what happened was she's so caught up in wanting to be a part of the moment. I think she wants to be on stage with the baddies, turning up, taking pictures with fans. And she doesn't like being the quote unquote the help behind the DJ booth. I think she wants to be out there with the girls. I would too. I don't blame her. I would want to be out there too. We're partying. We're like, you can't really DJ and stay focused if you're drinking, right? She's working. But that's what they brought her on for. She's the official Baddies DJ. So you got to do what you came there for, Ma. And you're fucking up. I wouldn't be mad at Natalie, and I wouldn't blame them if they fired her and said, you know what, we're going to bring somebody else on because we don't need that happening out here on the road. Now Tommie, let's get into Tommie. Tommie's ass is higher than giraffe pussy off of Coca-Cola right now, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. But from what my eyes see, Miss Mama's is so high, and which explains her behavior, explains her crowd surfing. I'm not saying that you can't crowd surf. I'm just saying it was kind of, all the things that she's doing make sense. All of the things that, I can't talk tonight, y'all. All the things that Tommie is doing exhibits the behavior of a, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not just saying the crowd surfing. I'm saying the crowd surfing plus the slapping the fan out of nowhere. Plus, let's get into it. When DJ Sky couldn't get the music going, what did Tommie do? Did y'all see her up there? She was rapping so hard and so fast. She was just, I don't know if it was a freestyle or what. I think she said it was a freestyle. Anyway, DJ Sky couldn't get the music going. Tommie just starts out of nowhere. And I'm talking fast as fuck. And I'm going to tell y'all what it reminded me of. Y'all remember that video of Jocelyn? If you've never seen it, go look it up. It's on YouTube. Jocelyn high in the studio. And it's a video of Jocelyn in the studio rapping, and she's sweating, and she's high as a motherfucking kite. She can't even get the words out. That's what it reminded me of. Tommie, you were very much giving straight up Coca-Cola head. And I'm just saying, her behavior. And it also explains why she was so agitated and angry before they left the house regarding the money. Remember, she was in Kat's face. She was pissed. She's hollering. It explains, because if you watch Tommie, like, for instance, the next morning, the next scene, she's calm. She's collected. She, you know, she got herself together. Her hair is snatched. The makeup looks good. She's just really sweet and got this demeanor about her that's very just calm and cool. But when she hit that, allegedly, Miss Mama go wild. She goes fucking crazy. And you get in her way, every which way. I'm just saying, it makes sense. Does it not? She on that shit. Allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. We see the next day after the club, it's the next morning, we see Razor, Low London, Biggie, and Kat at the table. And they're talking about the whole DJ Sky incident. And that's where we learn that, you know, Biggie tries to defend her and say, well, the venue had trash equipment. But that's when Low steps in and says, well, when we were leaving, Natalie said to DJ Sky, aren't you going to get your equipment? And that's when DJ Sky says, no, I'm going to use the clubs. That to me was where DJ Sky fucked up. And I agree with the girls on that, like we just talked about. You know, I mean, come on, Sky, you got to do better. You got to do better, Mom. We get a scene. I really like the scene with Krishan and Stunna Girl walking down the road together talking. I like that they bonded. You can tell that they really have a lot in common. And they both bond over the fact that they can knock you the fuck out if you get out of line with them. And I don't even mean get out of line. It can be something as small as constructive criticism. You know, we've seen where Low London approached Krishan. We've seen where Razor approached Stunna Girl. And it wasn't even on no mean girl, bully, aggressive, in-your-face shit. It was just on some, look, I wish you weren't late all the time. Or I wish you would stop fighting all the time. But apparently, these are triggers for Krishan and Stunna Girl. They feel like you're playing with them on camera to try to embarrass them. And I can kind of see why they think that. Because a lot of these people, you got to question their intentions. They get on camera and they start acting completely different than what these girls see them act off camera, right? So that's the thing that Krishan and Stunna Girl bond over. They think these girls are trying to play with them for camera time and embarrass them. Which I can get it. I get both sides. I really do. I'm a Gemini, so I really get both sides all the time. Krishan, or Stunna Girl asks Krishan, you know, how was the performance last night? Because Stunna Girl didn't go. She had a fever, so she didn't go. Krishan tells her that she had to check Tommie because Tommie had slapped a fan. And Krishan's like, you know, the fans are my platform. The fans are why I'm here, and you can't be slapping them. Krishan also tells Stunna Girl, you know, I brought all these people out to the club, and I'm sharing these people with y'all, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, Krishan really thinks she brought the whole club out. Now look, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Do I think that Krishan brought out a big percentage of the fans? Absolutely. But Natalie has fans that I'm sure were there. Lo has fans. Y'all know the Bad Girls Club fandom is huge. So everybody, I don't think, is out there just to see Krishan. I think they're out there to see a little bit of everybody, especially if you're a Baddies fan. If you watch Baddies South, if you watched Baddies ATL, some of them are there to see Scotty and Rolly. You know, some of them watch the auditions and they're there to see Stunna Girl and Razor. So I don't agree with Krishan's take on that completely. A little bit, but not completely. Stunna Girl made a good point though. She said, when it comes to the performers, everybody knows mine and your song, Krishan, but they don't know Tommie and Rolly and Low London's song like that. They don't know their songs. They know our songs, and that is true. It's hard to admit for some, but it is true. And I said that before. Krishan and Stunna Girl's songs are more popular. They're more known. They are the performers, so to speak. And I guess having a popular song doesn't equate to being a performer. But I guess I'm speaking more to notoriety and who people are coming to see if they're going to come to see someone perform. They're going to know Stunna Girl and Krishan's song more, right? Do y'all agree with me on that? Let me know. I want to know what y'all think about that. Oh, did y'all also see Krishan hitting on Stunna Girl? Did y'all peep that? The very end of that scene of them walking down the street, Krishan was straight hitting on Stunna Girl like a man would, okay? She said, your hair is so pretty. Oh, are you Puerto Rican? Like, it was just the way she was talking to her. I'm like, Krishan want to munch that coochie up tonight. I know she did. I know she did. I know she did. Krishan is a bisexual. We've talked about that here. She doesn't want to admit it, but I see it. I see it. And it's not a bad thing. Don't come in my comments talking about how you going to tell somebody what they are. I'm just observing with my gay eyes, okay? It's not a bad thing. It's not. So the girls are getting ready to go out to dinner. And I'm like, dinner? These girls can't even go to the living room together without fighting. But you know what? Okay, we're going to do it because look, I think somebody over at Zeus Network is watching our videos. I think somebody over at Zeus is joining the after show each and every Sunday. Because y'all know, if you've watched my channel for a while, what have I always said about this show? I said it this season, I said it last season, and I said it in Baddies ATL. I said, can we do something else besides them being in the clubs or in the house or on the bus? I said, let's take the girls out to dinner. Let's go to a bowling alley. Let's go to, hell, mini golf, something where they can interact and whatever. And we're getting an episode of them going out to dinner. Finally, something different. It gives housewives. It's giving housewives, right? Housewives who fight. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, on the bus ride to dinner, I liked where they were just talking about fighting in general. Krishan told Biggie, I don't know why she was telling Biggie, hey, can you please try not to fight tonight? She was speaking on the fight that Biggie and Stunna Girl had. But my thing was like, why are y'all singling out Biggie for fighting, even though Biggie's not my favorite? But y'all all be fighting. If anything, y'all all need to be talked to when it comes to fighting out in public. But I was on Kat's. I was really with Kat because I told y'all she made several good points throughout this season or throughout this episode. And one of the things that she said on the bus, I was so with her, even though Tommie kept speaking over her and chiming in and Krishan was talking over her and being disrespectful. She was so right. Kat said, yo, and it felt like a big sister speaking. That's why I like listening to Kat, because she's wise. She's done this shit before. She's in her 30s. She's not like a lot of these other girls. She said, we got to be careful how we, handle ourselves out in these streets. Y'all can't be slapping on random fans and shit because we're in these different cities and y'all don't know who these people are. You could be slapping a gang member's girl. You could be slapping you never know. And then that makes you an open target on the road. And she's right. Kat is from Philly. She's lived this shit. She's been about this shit. She's been through it. If they were smart, they would listen to her. You know what I'm saying? Because for all they know, Tommie could have slapped that girl in the club last night. Her man could have been there, got pissed, and started shooting. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all could have left on the bus, her man and her follow behind y'all and shoot the bus up. I'm just saying, people are crazy out here. It wasn't far-fetched from what she was saying. And that's why I love Kat. Now, when they get to the dinner, they didn't even get to sit down in order. They barely literally sat down before Krishan started stirring the shit. Because when they got there, Stunna Girl was already seated because Stunna Girl rode separately from them to get there. Stunna Girl's already seated, and off the bat, Krishan is like, what is everybody's issue with Stunna Girl? Biggie, why don't you talk out your issue with Stunna? Just pointing out all these issues, and it's like, we're at dinner. Like, what the fuck? Can we at least order our meal? Can we get a few drinks in first? Like, what you doing, Krishan? Unless producers put her up to that. Biggie chimes in. She says, fuck Stunna Girl. And Stunna Girl says something interesting that I've said about Biggie. Stunna Girl says, it's funny you saying fuck me, but we made up 3 days ago. This whole time, off camera, you've been cool with me. And as soon as those cameras flip on, you turn into a different person and now you hate me. I've been saying that about Biggie from the get-go. When these cameras are around, she shows out. She does the most. You can tell it's her first time on TV. So I'm glad that Stunna Girl finally pointed out what we've been saying all along about Miss Biggie. Her and Stunna go back and forth over their fight. And whether Biggie jumped her or not, I believe Biggie did, or sneaked her, not jumped her. I believe it was a sneak attack. That's my opinion. Stunna wasn't facing her. To me, that's sneaking. And then Stunna tells Biggie, I want to fight you. And then she tells Tommie, I want to fight you as soon as we get back to the house. All hell breaks loose between her and Tommie. They're arguing. Tommie gets up. And that's when Stunna Girl gets up. Why are you getting up? And it's like, oh shit, are they about to fight? What happens? What happens? We have to find out and wait until the next episode. Each episode ends with a cliffhanger, of course. So we get to see a preview for next week's episode. And next week's episode is what really I lose respect for Scotty. Y'all remember we talked about this earlier in the season when I did the trailer review. We saw in the trailer where Natalie jumped all over Scotty, literally punched on her, treated her like shit, to the point to where I felt bad for Scotty. However, I lost respect for Scotty because you allowed Natalie to do this. And we're going to talk about this next week when it airs. But we also see Rolly. Rolly does what I would have done to Scotty. She gets in Scotty's face and tells her, what the fuck are you doing? This bitch has done you like this over and over again, and you steady fucking take it. You know, Scotty never tried to fight Natalie back. It's bewildering to me, but we're gonna get into that next week. Anyway, I want to know and hear from you guys. How did you feel about this week's episode, and what did you think about performers getting paid $2,500 and the regular hosts getting paid $1,200? Do you agree with that, or do you think everybody should have got it split down the middle and made $1,800 a piece? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, what did you think of Tommie slapping the fan? Was that out of line? Was it uncalled for? Or did she have every right slapping the fan? Did you think Tommie's behavior was a little all over the place? Do y'all think she had hit that stuff? Join the conversation below. I want to hear from you. Leave me your comments, reviews, reads, commentary, whatever you want to say. Just keep it nice. Also, make sure you subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below this video. Also, press the thumbs up button and like this video. When you do that, that is your way of supporting the channel. It costs nothing to do that. I love you guys so much, and we'll see you next week for the Baddies West After Show, episode 10. Love you guys so much for watching. Mwah. Bye.